Congratulations on purchasing your new Bareknuckle Welterweight Airless Spray Machine. The Bareknuckle Welterweight Airless Spray Machine is the ideal airless spray machine to use for small DIY household projects, including broad walls, ceilings, fences, retaining walls, garage doors, furniture, or any other small painting project that you have around the home. It features a powerful 650 watt electric motor, which drives a piston pump, giving you a reliable, consistent pressurized flow of paint. This machine is able to deliver an impressive 1.1 litres of paint per minute, which will help you get your painting job done in no time at all. It's suitable for spraying both water and oil-based paints, stains and lacquers. The machine is not designed to spray high viscous paints. You will need a more powerful machine for these jobs. Always check there is no breakage or exposure in any electrical wire before use. Always ensure the electrical lead is plugged into a power outlet that has an earth leakage circuit breaker, also known as a residual current device or RCD. The Bareknuckle Welterweight Airless Spray Machine operates under high pressure, up to 3000 psi. High pressure fluid from the spray gun or ruptured hose may pierce the skin, resulting in serious injury. Do not point the gun at anyone or place your hand over the spray tip at any time. Always ensure that you wear the appropriate personal protective equipment, including safety eyewear, gloves, and appropriate respiration mask while spraying. Please refer to the user manual for further detailed safety information before operating the machine. Located on the machine is the on-off switch. The pressure control knob adjusts pressure to the gun. When using the pressure control knob, always start from a low pressure position and gradually turn the pressure knob to a higher pressure. Turning it too quickly and too far can break the knob. The prime spray switch toggles the machine between priming and spraying mode. The suction hose draws liquid into the machine. It is connected to the suction inlet with a hose clamp. The filter is located on the end of the suction hose. The priming tube is clipped to the suction hose. When in prime mode, liquid is drawn up the suction hose through the unit and expelled through the priming tube. The spray hose is connected to the paint hose outlet. Always ensure the power cord is plugged into a power point protected with an earth leakage circuit breaker, also known as a residual current device or RCD. Underneath the machine you will also find a red ball release button. Within the machine, a ball lifts up off a seat to allow paint to pass through. Occasionally the ball can become stuck to the seat. Pushing this red button will release the ball and allow paint to flow smoothly. The spray gun and hose are located separately in the box and do not come connected to the machine. The spray hose is a black PVC hose, identical at both ends. The seal sits inside the tip guard. The spray tip is inserted into the tip guard. The spray tip is reversible and removable to make cleaning easier. The tip is used in the spray direction during spraying and the eject position during cleaning. The trigger is pulled to spray the paint from the tip. The trigger can be locked by turning the trigger lock knob whenever the gun is not in use. There is a filter located inside the gun handle. You can remove the filter by unscrewing the trigger guard and unscrewing the handle grip. It's recommended you remove and clean the filter or replace it after each use. Assembling the handpiece. Use the point of the tip to insert the seal into the tip guard. Next, attach the tip guard to the spray gun and hand tighten. Once the tip guard is tightened, the tip will no longer be loose. You may need to lightly tighten the tip guard with a spanner. To attach an extension piece, ensure the plastic seal is located correctly in the end of the extension piece. Attach the extension piece to the gun and tighten with a spanner. Next, attach the tip guard to the extension piece. You may need to lightly tighten the tip guard to the extension piece with a spanner. Attach the paint hose to the paint hose outlet and tighten with a spanner. It's important to leave the warning label on the paint hose. Attach the paint hose to the paint gun and tighten with 2 spanners. Prior to using the machine for the first time, you need to flush the storage fluids from the machine. If using water-based paints, this requires flushing the machine with clean, warm water. If using oil-based paints, you should flush the machine with a solvent fluid such as mineral turpentine or gun wash. Separate the small priming tube from the suction hose. Place the priming tube into a separate waste bucket. Submerge the suction hose into water or your flushing solvent fluid. Turn the prime spray switch to prime mode. Adjust the pressure control knob to the prime clean setting. Turn the machine on. Gradually increase the pressure by turning the pressure control knob in a clockwise direction. The machine will start pumping and the water or flushing solvent will be drawn up into the machine through the suction hose. The fluid will travel through the system and be expelled through the priming tube into the waste bucket. Let the fluid discharge from the priming tube for 30 to 60 seconds. In prime mode, there will be very little pressure going to the spray hose as it is primarily coming through the priming tube. After 60 seconds, gradually decrease the pressure in the system by turning the pressure control knob in an anti-clockwise direction. The machine will cease pumping as the pressure decreases. While the machine is still on, switch the prime spray switch to spray mode. Gradually increase the pressure by turning the pressure control knob in a clockwise direction. It is normal for the machine to begin cutting in and out as the hose becomes energized and pressure builds to the handpiece. Holding the handpiece, ensure the spray tip is in the spray position. Pull the trigger to spray the flushing solvent through the gun. As you spray, it's normal for the machine to constantly cut in and out. As maximum pressure is reached, then release throughout the spraying action. Stop spraying and turn the prime spray switch to prime mode to release pressure from the system. Turn the machine off. Pull the trigger while the machine is off to release any remaining pressure from the system. The machine is now successfully flushed and primed and ready for spraying paint. If planning to spray with a solvent-based paint, check the directions on the can to determine the appropriate solvent to use for priming and cleaning the machine. Remove the suction tube from the flushing solvent and submerge it into your paint pail. Leave the priming tube in the waste bucket for now. Ensure the prime spray switch is in the prime position. Turn the machine on and gradually increase the pressure. The paint will travel through the system and be purged through the priming tube into the waste bucket. Once you can clearly see that paint and no more flushing solvent is being expelled from the priming tube, decrease the pressure in the machine and turn the machine off. Remove the priming tube from the waste bucket and clip the priming tube back onto the suction hose. Ensure both are now submerged into the paint pail. Turn the prime spray switch to spray. Switch the machine on and gradually increase the pressure. Start spraying into a waste bucket at the lowest setting on the pressure control knob. Gradually increase the pressure as needed. Once the spray flow is strong and consistent, spray a sample area to check spray fan pattern and paint flow. The spray fan pattern should be even and consistent, with no sign of trails or tram tracks. The tip guard can be rotated 90 degrees to switch between a vertical spray pattern and a horizontal spray pattern. Keep the spray gun approximately 30 centimeters from the painting surface. Do not fan the spray gun, instead move the spray gun along the surface and always overlap the strokes by half. Occasionally the spray tip will become clogged with paint. Adjust the spray tip to the eject setting. Spray into a waste bucket until the clog has cleared. Release the trigger and adjust the spray tip to spray mode. Continue spraying as normal. Failing to clean your machine properly after every use can cause damage to your spray machine and spray gun. Failure to clean the machine following use will also void any warranty. Ensure the machine is turned off before cleaning. Pull the gun trigger and spray into a waste bucket to release any remaining pressure from the system. Lift the suction hose out of the paint pail and allow any paint to drain from the suction hose. Separate the suction hose and the smaller priming tube. Place the priming tube into a waste bucket. Submerge the suction hose into a bucket of water or flushing solvent. It's helpful at this stage to add a pump protection product to the bucket of water or flushing solvent. Ensure the prime spray switch is set to prime mode. Ensure the spray pressure is set to prime clean. Turn the machine on and allow the flushing solvent to work its way through the machine and out of the priming tube until clear. While the machine is running, switch the prime spray switch to spray mode. Gradually increase the pressure. Spray paint into a waste bucket. Observe the paint stream coming from the gun and watch for a change from paint to clear flushing fluid. Cease spraying when you can clearly see that only flushing fluid is coming from the gun. While the machine is still running, reduce the spray pressure. Switch the spray prime switch to prime mode and allow the machine to run, continuing to flush the machine in the prime position until clear flushing fluid is being drawn up the suction hose and being expelled from the priming tube. Switch the machine off. Pull the trigger while the machine is off to release any remaining pressure from the system. Disconnect the spray gun from the hose using 2 spanners. Remove the spray guard and tip from the spray gun. Remove the spray gun filter. Clean the filter and all parts of the gun in warm soapy water or flushing fluid with a bristled brush. Reassemble the handpiece after all parts have been washed and dried. Coil the hose after cleaning and store the handpiece, hose and machine unit in a clean, dry location out of reach of children. The Bareknuckle Welterweight Airless spray machine comes with a 12-month limited warranty. The warranty does not cover replacement of items as a result of normal operating wear and tear. The warranty excludes commercial use of the machine. Please refer to the manual for further information on warranty terms and conditions.